Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading. Today I'm going to give you a message on whatever it is you need to hear. And you're going to choose from 3 separate options. So most of you guys, if you're watching my videos regularly, you're familiar with the fact that I published my own oracle deck. And I am in the process of creating my second oracle deck. So that's going to be the 3 separate options here. So option number 1 is this intuitive painting here. Very free and abstract, paired with a quartz crystal point. Okay, so that's option number 1. Option number 2 is the green woman. This is option number 2, paired with the tiger's eye crystal. Okay, that's option number 2. Option number 3 is this image here, paired with the peacock copper, also known as peacock ore. Okay, the timestamps will be down below in the description box. Go ahead and make your selection. And don't forget, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. I will see you guys at your selection. Okay, those of you that chose option number 1 with the quartz crystal points, right away. Okay, you guys have a lot of angelic energy around you. Specifically, there's one angel that you work with very closely. I don't know if you call upon one specific angel. For some of you, I'm hearing Archangel Camuel. It's going to be different for all of you. But you guys have heavy angelic energies flowing through you as well. So you have angelic guidance around you, but you also have heavy angelic energy flowing through you. So you guys might have very healing hands. You might have very feminine energy flowing through your hands, regardless on your gender. The energy that flows through your hands is very loving and nurturing and healing to the touch, whether you're aware of that or not. You guys are very intuitive. Very, very intuitive. And I feel like you guys are powerful manifestors via visualization primarily. But again, I feel like this is like natural for you guys. Natural to manifest that which you desire. It's like you make up your mind and say, I want that, and you get that. Usually. I also feel like you guys are amplifiers. So you guys are actually quite capable of amplifying the energy of those around you, whether it be good or bad. I feel like you do have that ability. Ooh, and you guys are leveling up at the same time. So, I mean, you guys are about to get a lot more powerful. Okay, so we have true friends. 3 of Cups are near, my dear. Make sure to have a full cup. Hashtag Ace of Cups. Are you being a true friend? Okay, so I have a few different messages coming in already. I'm going to turn this around my way so I can see it better. Okay, one more of these. Take a calculated risk. All right. Clarifying, I'm leveling up. We've got love your body, number 22. Love your body, baby. Because no one's going to love your body the way you can. And I don't mean that in a sexual way, but I mean, unless, you know, if the shoe fits. And then we've got number 2, starts anew. Clarifying, true friends. So I am seeing, again, a few different messages. For some of you, I'm seeing true friends entering your experience, and it's going to feel like a fresh, like clean slate here, but I do feel like you will probably be leaving some people behind in the past, only because they still have growing to do. So you yourself were a caterpillar, but you are now a butterfly. And as a butterfly, you're going to find other butterflies to hang around with and fly around with. And there may be some caterpillar friends from your past that you just find yourself not resonating with as much as you did at one point. But that is because they're on their own journey, and you know, they have a lot of growing to do still. Even though there may still be like a missing, like you may miss this person may miss you, but you know, you'll probably meet up again later on. So clarifying, take a calculated what is that? Clarifying, oh my freaking, okay. Clarifying, take a calculated risk. We've got number 39. So, and it's called Accept Love. This card came up in my last reading, interestingly enough. Interestingly enough. We're going to look more into that though. Okay. Oh, okay. Two came out at once for this one. Okay, so we've got the Four of Pentacles here, clarifying your first stack. Interesting. Okay, and then we've got the Hierophant as well, clarifying your first stack. And I guess I'm going to pull the third one for the first stack as well, which is the Queen of Cups. I'm actually feeling like this is supposed to be for the next stack here for true friends. So we're going to do that instead. Okay, so Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Queen of Cups. One almost wanted to jump out. Ooh. I'm feeling such an energy shift as I tap into your future energy, and the energy you're about to experience feels a lot more lighthearted, a lot more joyful, a lot more positive than what you're leaving now. Oh, for sure. The future is bright, my dear. So I feel like you may have gone through quite, oh, and here we go. Quite an experience here in regards to love. For most of you in regards to love, or maybe like something like love. Wow, okay, all of these cards fell out, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull them. Oh my gosh, that's quite a story there. Quite a lot of people in the mix here. I feel like some of these people are people you've been encountering, people you've already been dealing with, and perhaps you're not dealing with anymore. And I'm feeling new energy coming in as well. So it's like people from the past, people coming in. So there's like a lot of love offers, I feel like, swarming around you. But this isn't going to manifest until you enter the star energy, which I do see you doing. I feel like you may have tried to manifest love at some point, but it only led to heartbreak. Oh, my candle is flickering. So for a lot of you, this isn't going to be the scenario for all of you. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so I'm tapping into various different scenarios to fit you guys all. Some of you have just recently endured heartbreak and or betrayal, or again, a situation that led to mental or emotional anguish. But I see you walking away from that. I see you walking away from that which no longer serves you, that which left you feeling depleted emotionally and possibly mentally scattered, ungrounded. Wow, that flame is just getting so big. Okay, so let's see, what all am I picking up? Let's pull some charms right away. That way I can combine, oh yeah. I can combine some of these charms with the stacks. Okay, yeah. There's a few different messages coming up here. I am seeing Gemini energy. Water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Taurus here with the Hierophant. But also we do have Aquarius with the star. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the King of Swords. Again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the King of Cups. And Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the Wands. Aries specifically with the Emperor. And then we also, just in case you were wondering, have the 10 of Wands here. A lot of energy to decipher. Okay, so I see that you guys are leveling up in your self-appreciation and acceptance. For some of you, you're actually working on your physical body, which is helping you become more confident. But overall, I just see you accepting your physical body a lot more. And if you already accept your physical body and you love it, then you're loving it even more, which is awesome. I feel like you guys are opening yourselves to true love by loving yourself more. I'm seeing that in the past, you guys could have been emotionally closed off or just like rigid in your ways, like not wanting to budge. There's a slight energy here of stubbornness, being slightly stubborn. But it's almost like you're finally releasing, you're finally like letting go, you're going with the flow. And I feel like a lot of you guys are just like not hanging on to things that don't serve you. And that includes commitments, whether it's friendships, relationship, any sort of commitments that you may have made that no longer serves you. I see you finally letting it go, unclenching your fist and saying, I am choosing me. Yes, I have a strong appreciation and connection with so-and-so, whoever. But I see that what is going to be propelling your leveling up here is choosing you. Choosing you. Are you guys witnessing this flame over here? It's like crackling and popping. By the way, this candle specifically is for source connection, spirit connection, and for your spiritual abilities, but also just to like create a stronger connection to source. Anyway, so that's what I'm seeing here. Making a commitment to yourself and making your relationship with yourself your top priority. Falling in love with yourself. And so basically, if anyone else around you is like closing off to you, then that's just a sign like, okay, I'm not going to go in that direction, you know? So big leveling up here in regards to self-love and self-acceptance and self-prioritization is what I'm seeing here. And because of that, I see that you are going to be entering this Queen of Cups energy combined with the Three of Wands. Now, the Queen of Cups combined with the Three of Wands is very much a very sweet energy, very positive energy, very optimistic energy. But what I'm seeing here is instead of going out there and chasing things like you may have in the past, I see you being in that receptive attraction mode where you're just, you know, loving yourself, and then what is meant for you shall come to you. It makes me think of that movie Hocus Pocus where she was like, book, come here, book. Anyway, so yeah, in a non-creepy way, I see you attracting things to you. For a lot of you, focused on business expansion, because the Three of Wands does point to business expansion. But also, because it's clarified by start anew, which is number 2, emotional balance. I see strong emotional balance, but not from a place of shutting off your emotions, such as most human beings do, and to feel balanced. It's more so from a place of feeling your emotions and understanding them deeply, transmuting anything that's of a lower vibration, and amplifying the ones of a higher vibration, to have balance within your emotional states, but to still be able to feel life fully. Because when you numb yourself, well, life can't be experienced the same way with a numbed heart. So I see you guys living from a feral heart energy. So a wild heart, a free heart, a heart that is untamed. I see you guys doing that, and because of that, I see that you're going to be showing up in the world differently. People are going to be looking at you differently because, quite matter of factly, you are going to be different. You're going to be a better you. You're going to be a better version of yourself. Again, you're leveling up here. And so because of that, you are going to be attracting true friends. I just see people being magnetized to you because there's just this je ne sais quoi that you're going to have that people are going to really desire to be around. You're going to have such positive energy. Your energy is going to emanate sun energy, which the sun in the tarot deck is success, illumination, fun, you know, a good time, someone who's positive, cheerful, and living in the moment. The sun card is literally like the happiest you could be ever. So I see you guys becoming the sun energy, and that's the trick here. A lot of times we as human beings chase the sun. We look for that fulfillment externally. Even I do sometimes. I get wrapped up in the illusion of the third dimensional reality quite often. And then I snap myself out of it. I'm like, okay, let me, you know, press the brakes on that thought pattern there. Because I mean, I get sucked into it too. You know, everyone does. Until I snap myself out of it. Which I see you guys snapping yourself out of it because you've been in it in the past as well. And that lower thought pattern, for you, it'll manifest differently. Anyways, I see you. It's almost like the past you were very anchored in the third dimensional perspective and trying to manifest from that third dimensional mindset, which, you know, you can do if you're, you know, a normal Smo Joe, if you're an average, you know, muggle, which you are not. If you're here watching my video, you're not. And I am Hagrid telling you, Harry, you are a wizard. So basically, what I'm saying is that I see you leveling up in various ways, but primarily vibrationally, which means that you will no longer need to approach the third dimensional physical plane that we are currently calling our primary reality. Yes, we're here. Yes, it is our primary reality, but you guys have a cheat sheet here in the manifestation process, and you don't have to go about it the same way that most other human beings do, because you are a divine being and you have that access that, hey, via law of attraction, via my intention and what I have in my energetic auric field, I can attract things to me. So anyways, I see you being more in your power, more in the flow, and attracting things and people to you more effortlessly. For some of you, I am seeing a new start, perhaps even traveling or some sort of overseas opportunity. That's not going to be for all of you. There's a few messages. There's either somebody offering you an opportunity to travel overseas, or somebody from overseas is going to be entering your reality experience. Maybe it's not overseas. Maybe it's just like a long distance. But for a lot of you, it could be overseas. And they're going to be entering your reality experience and become a very close connection to you, whether it's friendship or love. For some of you, it's going to be love. For some of you, it's going to be friendship. So that's a specific message for some of you. In this higher vibrational energy, I am seeing you guys envisioning the future in a lot more positive, from a lot more positive perspective. And because of that, I see that you will be able to see opportunities in various different areas that you may not have perceived before. So I am seeing there's some sort of Gemini energy here, and also something about a phone. So again, I keep feeling like a long distance friendship or connection or something. Maybe it's someone who's traveling and you see them while they're traveling and they have to go back. Whatever the case is, it's going to vary for some of you. For others of you, it could be a Gemini that I'm talking about, or someone with heavy Gemini placements in their charts. And I feel like you are going to possibly have a lot of contact with them via phone, whether they're long distance or not. Maybe their favorite color is going to be blue for some of you. Anyways, that's what I'm seeing here. Further on your journey, I am seeing here, there is going to be a strong rise. Again, another leveling up here for you vibrationally further along your journey. You leveled up, you've attracted new things, and you're leveling up again. I feel that on this second leveling up, it's almost like I see you guys, there's a few messages here. I see that you guys may have options here on different paths to take. And you're going to make the right choice here, whether it's career, whether it's friendship, whether it's love, whatever area this pertains to. I see you leaving that which stresses you out. I see you leaving that which brought you a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, or just disappointments in general. You're going to be walking away from that. And it's because you are going to see your worth, and you're going to see that you are the brightest star in the sky. And whoever didn't see that and appreciate that, that's fine. They're on their own journey. They'll find another star, but you are the brightest star in the sky. You're aware of that. The right people will be aware of that too. There should not be any convincing of that. So, there is something here about divine timing, because we do have this clock here. So there is something here about divine timing for sure. But I feel like where certain doors were shut in the past, new doors will be open in regards to love specifically. I am getting this. I see that because you're going to be a new you, you're going to be walking in your truth. And I feel like there's something about social media here for some of you. Some of you are going to be more expressing yourself more authentically on social media, but also in life in general. And I see you guys socializing more. And so I see you're going to take a calculated risk here in regards to love for a lot of you. For others of you, a new opportunity in regards to career. Let me see. Oh, wow. So we have the Queen of Cups here again. The Three of Cups. So for a lot of you, you're going to take a calculated risk on a friendship. You're going to take calculated risk on several different people and on just building friendships. And from there, it could develop into love for some of you. Or just, just stay friends. Wow. This is your outcome card, guys. The Six of Wands. Success. Public recognition. Social media was here. So probably public recognition via social media. Victory. And again, confidently trotting along on your horse. So I am seeing victory here as your outcome. The people who saw this within you before you leveled up to this energy, I feel like you're going to appreciate even more. And those that did not see your value while you were struggling somehow, you will be walking away from. And we have the Death card here. So you will be walking away from those that maybe offered you breadcrumbs, but they didn't offer you something worthwhile. So The outcome here is, I see again, a lot of true friends, good connections, good celebrations, having good times, having fun, feeling deeply, but having emotional balance, victory, success, confidence, public recognition, possibly becoming a celebrity on some scale. Celebrity, I use that word loosely. But anyways, so that's what I'm seeing here. Again, I'm seeing a lot of other people here. But these feel like new friends coming in, and some of them will turn into love, or it will be just straight up love offers. It's kind of a little bit of both here. I see you guys being very bold, moving forward really boldly. And again, I keep seeing travel here, but I know it could be hard for some of you guys right now to travel, but I am seeing it for some of you. I do see that you guys may have a lot on your plate. I really do see you guys may have a lot on your plate. I almost feel like you have like a lot on your plate in the sense of people competing after you, to be honest. And it may be like a burden to make a choice. That's not, you know, the worst position to be in. So, yeah, that's, and it could be, again, in regards to friends, like, no, you're my best friend. No, you're my best friend. Or it could be in regards to love. Whatever the case is, I see a lot of people competing for your time and attention. So you're busy because there's a lot of people that really care about you, that want to be with you, hang out with you. Okay? All right, so that is your pick a card reading. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. You guys have an enchanted day. Those of you that selected option number 2, hello, this is your pick a card reading, and you also chose the Tiger's Eye. You guys are heavily earthy, so either you are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you just have heavy earth placements in your charts, or maybe you just like being out in nature. You guys are very grounded individuals usually. I really feel a strong connection to Mother Gaia. If you're a feminine, you have this goddess-like energy about you. Like, you just radiate like beauty deep within. There's just something about you. If you're a masculine, you have got a very high perspective, and you can be very present and aware and see right through bullcrap. You can see the bigger picture. You can see like just the bigger picture. And if you see a target, a goal, you can go right for it. Like, you're really good at like meeting a goal or target. Okay, so that's what I'm getting so far. For all of you, I feel that meditating outside would be best. Ooh, financial increase. Meditating outside would be best for anyone, really. But for you guys specifically, I feel like it really, really like recalibrates your energy. It's time to answer the call. Is your phone ringing? It's time to pick it up. And then we've got Walk in Faith. Now, it's interesting that 2 of these cards out of 3 are green. Interesting. Nature grounds and heals. How funny. Okay. Oh, that's way too many, but I'll pull from here. That flame is so high right now. Number 62, share your gifts. Number 46, take bite-sized steps. Number 24, create. I think this came up in one of my recent readings. And then you have all of these, but I'm not going to pull them all. I'll show you these because they did come out, but I'm not going to pull them. 57, call your spirit home. 22, love your body. Stack number 1 also had this one. 58, give yourself the best. Number 2, start anew. Number 1 had this one as well. Number 39, accept love. Number 1 had this one as well. Maybe you want to watch number 1. Number 8, be courageous. Number 61, give it to God, hashtag the universe. I don't know why I heard that song. Give it to me, baby. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing a financial increase here. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to obtain a financial increase via sharing your gifts. And I'm feeling primarily like spiritual gifts. But also, we've got the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Wands. Now to clarify, it's, ooh, this is a very good card. It's time to answer the call. We have the Empress. The Justice card, 2 major arcana. Very interesting and strong energy. 6 of Swords, positive transition, clarifying walk in faith and create. Also clarifying that holy guacamole is the 2 of Cups. Okay. Wow, you guys have got excellent energy here. On the top of the deck, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the 9 of Cups. So very positive energy. Let's pull some charms. Interesting. One common theme I'm seeing here is balance. This feels a lot like number 1, so, of course. So, you guys may want to watch number 1. There are some key differences in this stack, though. First of all, in regards to business, because I am seeing a lot of career opportunity here and also career focused mentality here. I feel like you guys are becoming more grounded now than you have been in quite a while. And so a lot of you guys may be focused primarily on business, whether it's a career, whether it's business expansion, whether it's getting a new job, whether it's getting a promotion, whatever the case is. I feel like it's leading you to financial increase. And I feel that in the past, in regards to finances, you have been disappointed. You have been disappointed in either yourself or someone else. You've been disappointed in how things happened or manifested, even though there has been a blessing that has manifested from that. But it took you a while to turn around and see the blessing. Some of you have already turned around to acknowledge the blessing. Some of you maybe not so much yet. But what I'm seeing here is that for those of you that are entrepreneurs or that are starting some sort of new project or business, I'm seeing success in the initial stages. Okay, so the initial stages of this new chapter, or this the energy you're putting towards your business or whatever the case is, like I said, career oriented. I'm seeing success. I'm seeing a green light. I'm seeing you're on the right path. The biggest thing that's going to hold you up is having doubts, the insecurities, being scared, wondering if you're going to fail again. For some of you that maybe have failed in the past. If you failed before, you know, you could expect that again. Or again, I'm getting a few different messages. Whatever the case is, I'm seeing financial increase and a green light. Whatever the case is, I'm seeing initial success, okay? Just make sure the past doesn't come trying to distract you, whether that's people or mental thought patterns of the past, okay? I'm definitely seeing you being in your power. I'm seeing divine justice actually stepping in, because I feel like for a lot of you, you have felt abandoned, or just like you didn't fit in, you just didn't fit in. And so you're doing something very different for a lot of you. whether it's a spiritual service or whatever the case is. Not all of you are doing spiritual services. You guys just stand out. And so I feel like you're balancing your passions with a grounded, practical approach now. And so again, it's almost like it's time. The time is now. But make sure to take bite-sized steps so that you don't burn out along the journey. I'm seeing that there will be a positive shift here as long as you walk in faith. Again, continue to have balance in all areas of life. Balance is key. And it's funny because this lady right here is literally standing on a little ladder, which of course balance is key in a ladder too. Listen to your guidance, listen to your intuition. The answer is yes. If you had a specific question, especially in regards to finances, like, will I be able to support myself financially? Yes. Will I get that promotion? Yes. As long as you listen to your intuition, believe in yourself, and don't allow for fear to hold you back. Okay, there is something here that, especially for you, creating something, whether it's your own business or maybe you're like making handcrafted items and selling them on Etsy or something. I'm seeing success. Whatever the case is. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in regards to finances. Balance is key to get to your success. Okay, I am seeing a love message here too. In regards to love, I am seeing that you are leveling up mentally. There's this mindset where you are no longer dealing with either you being selfish or with other people that are selfish. So either you are walking away from selfish tendencies or you are yourself walking away from selfish people. Though I feel that you may still be upset over what has been lost, you know, it's almost like this energy of crying over spilt milk. I do feel that you're going to be happier where you go. I'm seeing a lot more happiness on the path that you will be embarking in regards to love, especially with the Four of Wands here. Because that leads to, for a lot of you guys, marriage down the road to the right person. And if it's not marriage, then at least, you know, it'll feel like you just met your match. You're like your person. And I feel like in the past, you may have thought that that was the case, but it turns out it was just a toad. It wasn't a prince. So it's okay. You're going to leave that energy behind. I am seeing Pisces here. So either maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, you dealt with a Pisces, or you are a Pisces, or there's just heavy Pisces energy in this reading. Anyway, so I also feel like you may have attracted a lot of people that were not very expressive emotionally. And so I feel like that left you feeling emotionally neglected. And so I see you walking away from people of that vibration towards people that speak your love language. Okay, that's one thing I'm seeing. And because you're leaving that behind, I see you entering the Empress energy, which is self-loving. And again, this feels a lot like number one, self-loving, being in your power, accepting yourself and saying, I'm going to take care of myself. Okay. And I see divine justice stepping in. The scales shall be balanced. Again, that is a very strong energy here for you, is that of balance. I'm seeing, again, a lot of passion. So especially in regards to career or some sort of project, I see you wanting to like bite off more than you can chew because you're so passionate about it. But they're saying take bite-sized steps. But it is time to take the appropriate steps too, though. Then as you continue to do that, as you continue to take bite-sized steps, being practical, allowing yourself to be passionate, being grounded, listening to the call, listening to your intuition, listening to spirit as spirit guides you, then I see a positive transition here to calmer waters where life is going to feel less turbulent. Life is going to feel a lot more easygoing. And I see that you're going to be walking heavily in faith, where that was your advice before. I see you will be walking heavily in faith. All that you touch shall flourish and succeed. there's a strong desire here. And it's funny because we have the Two of Cups here. So this is the soulmates card. Sometimes it can be twin flame. So I see you. I really see somebody very special entering your life here. And so I see like this is going to be someone who gives you mutual love, mutual respect, mutual adoration. And so you guys are going to be very much on the same page and treat each other as equals and be mutually in love with each other, which is how love should be. A healthy relationship is both of you guys being equally into each other. It's not like, oh, you know, I guess I'll entertain you. No, like both of you will like not want to not be with each other. Like that's how love is supposed to be. So I see you attracting that. And there's not going to be any games, no confusion, whereas in the past you may have dealt with that type of energy. Okay, so I am seeing a union here. I'm seeing a spiritual divine connection here that is going to be enduring, that's going to be strong. Yeah. And I see you guys creating a positive future together and believing in each other. I really do feel that this person could be older than you or could just have a more mature energy than you, which is not terrible. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. All right. So if you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. You guys have an enchanted day. Those of you that chose option number 3, this beautiful image here. I love this one. I really, really do. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a mountain with a little person, tiny little person at the top of the mountain, connecting with this higher vibrational energy. I don't know if you can really see that. Anyways, and then you also picked the Peacock Copper, which I love. Love this crystal. It's so pretty. So pretty. Wow. Okay. Just as I was staring into the Peacock Copper, I definitely had, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like I suddenly felt a lot more presence. Yeah, that's the key. That's the word. I suddenly feel a lot more presence just by staring into this Peacock Copper. It's like every time I stare into it, I become more present. It's so interesting. Wow. Okay. Oops. So you guys need to ground yourselves. You've been very much, your energy has been very much out here. You've been very much in higher dimensional planes of existence and connecting with, you know, higher beings, whatever the case is. For you, you've been in a higher plane of existence with your energy via headspace, which is good, especially if you're doing spiritual services and channeling and bringing in information from above. But it's not so good if you're trying to live a human life because you get wrapped up in your head and you forget to look around. So if you have Peacock Copper, this will definitely ground you, which I don't even think it's a grounding stone, but for you guys specifically, it will ground you. But there are other ways you can ground your energy, such as utilizing your physical senses. You can touch what's around you, feel what is around me. So feel it while you smell, while you look. What do you hear? Allow these senses to ground you. Allow your human senses to ground you in this physical plane. But on a side note, you guys have very strong abilities to astral project, to remote view, to channel, to, again, just connect with higher dimensional realms of existence. Just to put it short. So let's pull your cards and see what message we have for you today. You guys have some strong abilities spiritually, whether you're aware of that or not. I almost feel like for some of you it's very natural, that to you it feels like normal. I feel like you tap into a lot of different types of energy. Like you tap into like all the energy around you, negative and positive. So make sure you cleanse your energetic space frequently. Make sure you cleanse your head space frequently too. Yeah, definitely make sure you cleanse your head space frequently. Oh, that's more cards than I wanted. And the one that flipped upwards is practice. Practice makes perfect. Ooh. Okay, we'll take the two that are on the bottom. And then we've got shift to a better timeline now. Yes. Okay, let's clarify these bad boys. Ho, ho, ho. Number 56, rise and shine. Rise and shine, baby. Number 41, look forward. And then clarifying yes with an exclamation mark, might we add, is number 14, just laugh. Just have a good laugh. Let's see. Let's clarify those with some tarot. It's funny, I have so many tarot decks, and this was my first, I believe my first or second tarot deck. My first one I actually gave away. So this was my second official tarot deck ever, which I got back like a long time ago, like years ago. And it's funny because this one actually ended up getting wet. And so it's like not very straight and stacked like, you know, like this one. That you can see the difference in the condition, which I love that one too. But there's just something about this one. I guess because I've had it for so long. I don't know, but I've been drawn to it again lately. Just a little side note there in case you care. So clarifying practice and rise and shine, which is number 56 again, which is also number 11, which is also number 2. We've got the 5 of Wands. Okay. Okay. Struggling with some inner conflict here, I see. There's some heavy inner conflict that could be manifesting as external conflict, but we have the Wheel of Fortune as well. So we're going to clarify this with a third tarot card. I am seeing a positive shift here. I am seeing luck on your side, but you may not feel that right now. Right now you may feel very torn within, or just some sort of like conflict within. Yeah, okay. I wasn't going to take reversals, but today I am for this one because it's the 8 of Swords reversed and it does feel quite appropriate. Okay, let me pull more cards. So what I'm seeing here is that there is going to be a shift in your perspective where you felt trapped or stuck in the past. I am seeing that you're going to start to wake up and realize you are not stuck. You're a human being. You're independent. You say what happens in your life. No one dictates your actions. No one dictates what it is you say or do, or how you show up in the world, how you perceive your world other than you. I mean, yeah, people can tell you what you should do and how you should see things, but I mean, that's no way to live life. No one's going to die for you. No one's going to take your spot when you pass away, or otherwise known as transcending this physical dimensional plane of existence, because our soul never dies. We never truly die. And if you astral project, which I do, then you'd know that you actually don't die, and that this physical dimension is just a stopping point on our eternal journey of existence. Death is merely an illusion, my friends. So maybe that's one of the realizations you're going to be having. But whatever the case is, I'm seeing a strong shift here in your perception, but I do feel that you guys are going to have a struggle in breaking out of this limited thought pattern that you have ingrained within your mind. I really see that. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. 10 of Wands. You guys definitely feel overburdened, possibly overwhelmed right now, possibly tired. I feel like some of you guys aren't seeing the way forward. You're not seeing, again, how you can move to what you want, or you're not seeing like a positive future. Like, you guys aren't seeing the future. Then again, that's my job. I just feel like you guys are, okay, again, there is going to be a positive shift though in your perception. It's just right now it feels like you're weighed down, you're burdened, you feel like you're stuck in something, a lot of you guys. For some of you, it's just your perception. For others of you, it could be an actual situation. Ooh. And then we've got the Chariot here. So once you finally break free mentally, I see you charging forth with a strong will, with a strong determination towards that which you want. And so what I'm seeing here, again, it's like you're this dude here with all these wands. I don't know where you can see this because my lighting's a little bit bright. You're this dude with all these wands, and you're like, you can't see forward. Your card is look forward. But you can't see the way. You feel like you literally can't see the way. Those wands are in front of that guy's face. But there's going to be a positive transition here where you break through that mentality. And that mentality that you're breaking through is feeling trapped when really that lady is loosely tied. You can break free. Once you break free mentally, then I see you charging forth and overcoming any challenges or obstacles easily. But it's all a mental game for you, and realizing that you are in charge of your destiny, you're in charge of your life. Don't let anyone live it for you. Because, I mean, why would you do that? Okay? That's just like a huge message coming here. A huge message I'm getting for you. Shift to a better timeline now. So again, there are possibilities, there are opportunities around you that you are not grabbing, and they are floating away like feathers on a midnight sky. That didn't even make sense. But that's where the next point comes in. Just laugh. Don't be so serious. Life isn't so serious. Yeah, we have certain situations that are serious, but you yourself don't have to be serious. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to lighten up. It's okay to loosen up. It's okay to laugh. It's okay. It's all okay. Again, we've got the Hanged Man here. Again, there's a shift in perspective, whether it's on life in general, on where you've been giving your power away, on who you've been giving control over your decisions and your actions, and you're basically drowning your own will because you feel like you have no control of your life. You feel like you have to ask for permission. Are you too? Or, I mean, not to be insulting, but like, you're an adult. And if you're not an adult, you shouldn't be watching my videos. But what I'm seeing here is the Ten of Pentacles. I'm seeing with a perception shift, I am seeing some of you could be worried about finances. So again, I'm getting like this breaking free mentally, but also I am seeing financial stability. So if you're worried about financial stability, don't worry, because I see that you will have financial stability as long as you take the appropriate action. Look at every day with a positive perspective, because if you don't do that, you're going to fall into depression, or you possibly could be in depression now. And so it's all about your mindset. And again, hello, I'm human. I've been there. You know, I go through that too. So I'm not saying, you know, I haven't experienced that, because yes, I have. And so I understand that whenever you are in a negative headspace, and it's like, okay, it's understandable. Like, well, this and that happened, so I'm allowed to feel this way. Yeah, you are. You're allowed to feel any way you'd like. But vibrationally speaking, you and I are both aware that vibration is everything. Vibration is key. Vibration is everything. And I don't know why I'm doing this. Vibration is everything. So the higher you vibrate, the more you attract and manifest that which you would like. The lower you vibrate, which, by the way, the lowest vibration is fear. The highest vibration is love. Okay? And there's like all these other vibrational places in between. But what I'm seeing here is that if you wake up every day worried, full of fear, then you're going to shift to a timeline that matches that frequency, and you're not going to see such a positive outcome. If you wake up every day and vibrate on the energy of optimistic perspectives, seeing new possibilities, and having faith that you can accomplish that which you desire, you can reach your goals, and that your dreams can come to fruition, especially for those of you that are worried about finance, then I'm seeing you will match up to the timeline that is of that vibration where you have that success. It's like what you perceive, or what you believe you deserve, the universe will serve. Again, so and it's funny, I just noticed at the top of the deck we have the 10 of Cups, which is that happily ever after. Wow, outcome card here. Beautiful card. We've got this Strength card, which is a major arcana. So that's got a large role to play in your future and the outcome here for you on this journey. I am seeing inner mastery, mastering that thought pattern that you had struggled with for so long, mastering yourself and understanding your weaknesses, and transmuting any negative energy within yourself, a lot of fear and worry, anxiety. For some of you, I see you overcoming insomnia. For others of you, I see you overcoming depression. For others of you, I see you overcoming lower vibrational thought patterns that you were addicted to, such as, I'm gonna fail, I'm not worthy, I suck. Things like that affect you far greater than you could understand, because you're essentially programming your mind. And if you imagine your brain, your mind, to be a computer, you are programming it with your conscious thoughts. Now, these conscious thoughts are then your core belief systems. It formulates core beliefs. Now, from that place, you act out in certain ways based off of your core beliefs. If you believe that you are amazing, you're going to show up more confident. You're going to show up as the better version of yourself. If you believe that you are not good enough, then you're going to show up as less confident. And it's going to have a different impact and outcome on all situations and scenarios. So you want to program your computer or your brain in a positive light, in a positive way, in an empowering way. Well, and I shuffled again, which I wasn't even trying to, but I just naturally did, and we have the Lovers here. So I'm seeing another major arcana. Wow. Another major arcana. I really feel, and it's funny because love always comes up in these readings. For those of you in a connection, I'm seeing divine union here. I'm seeing a blessed connection spiritually. And it's funny because I feel like you have to focus on your path alone with Source first to attract your divine counterparts. If you're already in a connection with your divine counterpart, it's the same thing. You have to focus on your own journey, because codependency is going to be a block to that higher vibrational union. Okay? This is going to be a connection that endures all. That's what I'm seeing here with the Lovers card. It's a connection that endures all. A strong spiritual connection, especially clarified by the Strength card here. I really feel that it's going to feel quite beautiful, quite balanced. So again, I'm seeing mastery of your own emotions, as well as a connection where there's compassion. There is strength in this connection. There's understanding in this connection. A lot of mutual energy, and it's an eternal love. It's an eternal love, because we have the Lovers and the Strength card here. I mean, that's an interesting and very powerful combination, I might add. Oh, I didn't pull charms for you guys. Okay, let's see. So slow and steady wins the race from leaving, again, you're leaving toxic thought patterns and or people. Slow and steady wins the race because it could be hard to break out of certain patterns that you have been in for a long time and or connections. But again, you do have the strength. You definitely have the strength to do it. You just have to do it. Listen to your intuition. It will not lead you astray. Also listen to positive, fill your mind with positive things such as positive podcasts. You have angel number, what is that? Yeah, angel number 222. So Google angel number 222 and see what pulls up for you. I am seeing by shifting onto a new timeline, a lot of you are going to be finding a new partner, whether it's business partner, whether it's love partner, whether it's like a friendship, whatever the case is. I am seeing a new person coming in. I am seeing that you're going to have a lot of clarity once you finally realize like you have power. You don't have to give your power away and ask for permission to do anything. And it's funny, we literally have a little thing that says core beliefs. So again, I see you shifting your core beliefs and altering them to be more empowering and to work in your favor more. And I see you having a lot more energy. I see you being very grounded, connected with your higher self, connected with, actually also seeing a lot of spirit messages such as feathers and spirit animals and just being strongly guided. I'm also seeing that you're going to be very attractive and attracted to somebody new. And I feel like this person, like we have the little tab that says I see you. So this person's going to see you and you're going to see them at the core. And then we have Ocean Eyes, which I put that in here because I love Billie Eilish and that's one of her songs. So possibly look up that song. But also what I'm getting from that though is just, again, like you're going to be able to see into this partner, into this person and vice versa. And so it's like you could like get lost into their deep eyes. Which I mean, that can happen with like anybody, I guess. But this is going to feel different. Like this one's going to feel different. So I see that at the end of the day, you need to, again, listen to the cosmos. Because once you do, I am seeing that you'll have a fresh start. And again, a new partner. Now we have the tab that says new lover. So for a lot of you, it could be a new lover. For some of you, you could be discovering like same-sex connections. Like maybe you're interested in the same sex. Whatever the case is, I'm seeing a fresh start for you once you break through mentally. Break through the shackles mentally and everything else will fall into place from there. I see you trusting your intuition a lot more like never before. I really see that. All right, that is your pick a card reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. You guys have an enchanted day.